Hello and welcome to Coach's Chat. I'm your host, Dave Mast, here again, as always, with West Holmes football coach Kevin Maltarich. Kevin, welcome back.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, tonight, Coach, we're going to have a little bit of fun with numbers.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw some numbers out there, and I want to know what you think about the numbers as we look at them. So,
Okay.
We'll start with the number 209. That's the number of points you guys have scored this season, and it currently ranks third as the highest total in Division III in Ohio. So what do you think about that number, 209?
Well, that's pretty impressive. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
So that's good. I knew we were scoring up around 41 points, 42 points a game, but I never put it in that perspective.
You know, it's if you think about being the third highest scoring team, I think a lot of teams would look at a lot of passing, but you guys have done it all on the ground, which leads us to our second number, which is 21. Which is the number of rushing touchdowns you guys have scored in 5 games. That's more than 4 touchdowns a game on the ground.
That's good. That's when things like that are happening. You know you're successful, and people don't think that rushing the football you're a quick scoring offense or explosive offense, but we are. Once we get good angles and we hit holes, we can score at will at times.
Yeah. Okay, our third number of the night is the number 5, as in 5-0. You find yourself halfway through the year now, perched there, undefeated. What does 5-0 mean to you guys at this point in the year?
It means that's where we wanted to be, and that's where we need to be. It's we can't get caught up in that number. We kind of want to be 1-0 at the end of the week is kind of what we preach. If you start looking at the overall numbers, that's kind of when somebody jumps up and bites you. But we do what we can do to be 1-0 at the end of the week. So we kind of prepare those kids. We're 0-0 today. Friday night we want to be 1-0.
Our next number is 105, which is the number of points your defense has given up so far, and special teams. I better throw them in there because they have given up some points. That comes out to roughly 25 points a game. No, 20 points a game. Is that an acceptable number for you guys based on the way you're scoring, or is that something you feel you need to work on?
That's something we need to work on. I know one of those touchdowns came against our second team, and a couple of those came against our kickoff team. But you want to keep those in the single digits. Especially scoring a game. And but if you're scoring 41 points a game, 42 points a game, you can afford to give up a couple here. But Mansfield Madison this past Friday rushed for 550 yards. We only gave up 133 on 2 plays. Other than that, 23 yards.
Yeah.
Which says something about our defense. Ashland's one of the highest scoring offenses that there is, and we held those guys, to 5 touchdowns, which is to me actually 4 and a field goal is what it was. And then to me that says something. So, the numbers we've played some pretty explosive offenses, and the numbers is a little bit higher than I thought. But overall, we're starting to play pretty good defense.
Yeah, it's a little deceiving based on the fact that you guys have produced so many points that other teams are starting to open up, and you're playing a little bit different style defense than I think you would if you didn't have all those points.
True.
So, okay, last number here is going to be number 1, which is what you guys are currently ranked in your division, and no, not the division, but
in the region.
In Region 11. You guys have worked hard to get there. What does that mean to you guys at this point in the season? Obviously, it doesn't get you into the playoffs.
No, this is halfway through, but it's kind of nice to be up there, because number 1, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, is you play to get in the playoffs for a chance to play at the state title. And, with us so far ahead says a couple of things. Number 1, we can afford to slip up somewhere along the way, which, is not in our vocabulary right now. We don't want to. But the thing is, it just shows you the level of competition that we are playing. Right now, we've beaten 2 4-1 teams, and we've literally beat 3 playoff teams. Ashland, Mansfield, Madison, and Tri are all potential playoff teams right now. So that shows you the competition that we're playing and what this league does. This league will prepare us for the playoffs if we happen to get in, and we'll be battle tested so that if we do make it to week 11, we're ready to make a run.
Okay, very good. There you have the numbers game with Coach Maltarich tonight. Threw some curveballs at you there in terms of what we normally do, but it was kind of fun just kind of looking at the numbers and seeing, obviously at the end, the only number that matters is the one that gets you into the playoffs, and I'm sure that's where you guys, you go a week at a time, but that's, I'm sure, the big goal right now.
Yeah, it is. We want to get in there and, try to make a run.
Okay. Very good. There you have it from Coach Maltarich tonight here on Coach's Chat. I'm your host, Dave Mast. Don't forget to buy your ticket and go root on the Knights. Have a good night.